Yeah. Hey. Monday rolls in, we slide in the frame. Coach Lucas on deck, Kiri on name. From the G-Long zone, we bring that spark. Big ideas, big laughs, all heart. Coffee in hand, but the vibe is alive. Every week we pull up, everybody thrive. Hot takes, cool moves, let the whole town know. When the mics go live, you're ready to go. Say it loud, say it right. With the sound of the Monday night. Turn it up, don't let it fade. Here comes the show, let it play. Monday FUNDAY show. Monday FUNDAY show. Coach Lucas, Kiri, run the whole day, oh. Monday FUNDAY show. Monday FUNDAY show. G-Long zone we go. Everybody know.
Good evening, everyone. Kiri from the Geelong Zone. Alongside me, we've got Coach Lucas. I am back in the hosting chair for the Monday FUNDAY show, live on the Geelong Zone, wherever you are watching from around the planet. Lucas, how are you, mate?
Hello, Kiri. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank God that you're back, because I was all at sea last week. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know how to do it. Couldn't do it without you. So I had about 20 guest stars. It's probably a record on the Monday FUNDAY show. Had Mick coming in. Had everybody coming in.
I'm sure you did all
thank
right.
God
I'm
you're
sure
back.
you did all right. I'm sure you did all right, Lucas. Hello, Stefanos. He has hopped on for the show. So yeah, if you want to have your say in this show, we'll put your comments on the chat as well. If you are new to the Monday FUNDAY show, we talk all things footy. We're going to talk about each game in round 21 of the 2026 AFL Premiership season, a bit of sports news as well, and then also the Monday FUNDAY quiz, which is back. I don't know if you did a quiz last week, Lucas, but that will be back for this time round. So
how can I do a quiz? You've got all the computers. I wouldn't know how to run a brothel, let alone a quiz, mate. So we just skip that. We just talk nonsense for 4 hours, mate.
yeah,
I'll tell you, it was probably the longest Monday FUNDAY show. I went for about 5 hours, and with all the guests that we had on. I don't think we're going to go that long tonight. But we'll see how we go with the quiz today.
We'll see how we go, but we also got the late night stream, which you'll be hosting afterwards as well. I believe that's 10:30 p.m., 11 o'clock Melbourne time.
Yeah, 11 o'clock, 11:30 Melbourne time, correct.
All right, yeah, no worries. But yes, do stick around for that. I won't be on for that one, but Lucas will be. I know a lot of the Collingwood fans will be hopping on as well. We know Chris is in the chat. He is a regular too. Hello, Chris. How are you, mate? All right, let's get started. Collingwood fans, let's rip the Band-Aid off, shall we? Let's talk about the Geelong and Collingwood game at the MCG, which happened on Thursday night. It's the Cats who prevailed by 25 points in this one at the MCG. We beat the Pies twice, Lucas, at the MCG for this one. Sheehan Mullen completely nullified Nick Dacos in this game. Yes, he got the 35 disposal in this one, but I felt like Dacos had to really work super hard for his disposals. Jay Polkinghorne was superb. He's continuing his great form. Ollie Dempsey, probably his best game in the hoops for Geelong. He was absolutely superb on the wing. He was like a box-to-box midfielder in soccer. I did talk about a bit of that in the Sunday roast yesterday, but if you haven't checked that out, do so. It is on the channel. But, so Lucas, your thoughts on this one, mate?
Geelong were very good. The thing that noticed for me was the efficiency. The efficiency was the difference with Geelong. And that's been like that with Geelong all year, the efficiency. They're very potent when they go up forward. They don't need 50, 60 inside forward 50s to kick high scores. They do it very regularly with minimum amount of inside 50s. Collingwood wasted a couple of chances in front of goal. They never really looked threatening, Geelong, until Collingwood in the third quarter decided to go for a little bit of high risk, high reward. They went through the corridor a lot in the third quarter. Geelong were a bit nervous. They couldn't really deal with that. We've said this all along. If you challenge Geelong for 4 quarters in that department through the corridor, you can beat them. They're very beatable. Unfortunately, Collingwood only did it for 20 minutes. Now that 20 minutes, they kicked 5 goals in a row. So that was good on them. But the first quarter was really the difference. That was the huge talking point, was the start. You have to have a good start. Geelong had that good
100%.
start.
100%. We got off the front foot, and the margin was up by like 50 points in this one as well. Like, look, credit to the Pies. They came back in this one. Obviously, the 5 goals which they kicked right before half time and then into the midway through that third quarter. But we just knew Geelong had that extra gear, didn't they? That extra like 5 to 10% in this one, but. No, look, it's good win by the Cats, and looks like another finals finish as well. We were talking about wildcard a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, it looks like we'll be playing finals footy once again, and hopefully, if all results come to plan, Lucas, could be potentially another top 4 finish, but we have to rely on other results first.
Have to rely on other results. We are 12 points away from the top 4, so we've got to win our 3 games, and hopefully Brisbane and Hawthorn lose 2. Brisbane have already lost 1, so let's hope. We'll be going for Hawthorn. You'll be going for Hawthorn for the first time this week.
Unfortunately, I will. Yeah, I think I'm praying for a Wizard masterclass, aren't I?
Oh, the Wizard will give you that. Don't worry about that. You're going to kick a bag, the Wizard, against them dozers up in Brisbane. So if Hawthorn can do us a favour, that'd be fantastic. We'll take that 4th spot, because as it sits right now, holy smokes, we are facing Carlton, and that is not what we want. We do not want that, because for one, I won't put up with the watch along. I wouldn't be even think about doing that. And secondly, most importantly, I don't have to put up with the jumper punch calling me every 5 seconds if we lose that game. For our sake, we better actually hope we actually win top 4 or avoid Carlton. That would be nice. But this game, Geelong, the start. I wore the 150 anniversary jumper because it was a very big game. I was hoping we'd have 150 years of spirit, and we started like that, which was fantastic. But
I love that.
Yeah, we. Wore it against the Saints. So I'm 2-0 when I wear that jumper. So it might be a little omen there. I'll bring it out for the finals. Geelong did what they had to do. Fantastic win. We move on to Essendon. For my sake, I hope we actually win that. For my sake, holy fuck.
You're playing with fire. You're playing with fire here, Lucas. So for those who don't know, for those who haven't watched the late night stream, apparently you said if Essendon beat Geelong on Saturday, you're going to go naked on the stream and you're going to wear like an Essendon hat and a scarf. Is that what you're going to do?
If Geelong lose that game, they're dead to me. I'm going to support Hawthorn, so I don't even think about dropping that game if I was Geelong. Jesus. It'd be an embarrassment because they got an Essendon fan on there that likes to talk a lot. Won 1 game when Essendon beat GWS, and Mark thought they were going to win the flag, so I had to bring him down to reality. So I'm hoping Geelong actually turn up. Last time I said this, Kiri, I said that about Carlton on the jumper punch and they lost, and I had to sing the theme song. I'm more confident this one. If we can't beat Essendon, well, fuck me, that'd be the least of our problems, wouldn't it? Fold the club. Should be okay next week. Should be okay. West Indies mark.
Should be okay. Like, hello, Scotty. How are you? He's on the chat. As well.
I'll wear that cap over my dingus. His West Indies cap over my dingus. He keeps that up.
Chris says shit game on Thursday night for Collingwood fans. We're all pissed off. Congratulations, Lucas and Kiri. You deserve to win on Thursday night. Now, thank you, Chris. Geelong versus Carlton. I like to see that. I think Stephanos, I'll try to get his comment. Monday, fun day. Thursday, disaster day for Pies fans. Yeah, you couldn't have said it any more perfectly, Stephanos. But, all right, let's move on to the next game. Friday night, we had Fremantle and the Western Bulldogs at Optus Stadium. This could have been a game for Fremantle. They obviously won, but had Sydney lost the game to St Kilda, they would have wrapped up the minor premiership. So they have to wait another week to seal that. Again, with Fremantle, their goal kicking, especially earlier in the game, it just wasn't good. And obviously they patched that up in the second half. And playing against the Western Bulldogs, who have been far from convincing against the top six sides. Fremantle were always going to fire back with this one, but again, I feel there's some cracks. I'm seeing from Fremantle. There's a lot of flaws, and I'm really worried for Fremantle coming in to September. And I'm not saying they're going to pull like an Adelaide straight sets like what happened last year, but I feel like they peaked too early, Lucas.
They stinked in this game. And this is the second time in the first half, back-to-back weeks, they stinked. They stinked against Port Adelaide, and they were terrible against Footscray in that first half. Couldn't get it together. Couldn't hit a barn door with a machine gun if they were 5 metres out. Absolute awful Fremantle. And if the Footscray had half a brain, they could have easily won this game. And they were kicking badly as well. So that's a missed opportunity by them to put on some pressure. But after half time, as we know, Fremantle came out the blocks and they just buried him, didn't they? It was just that one quarter just blew them away, and that was it. But that's what good sides do. They only need one quarter against these average teams, and they'll blow you away. Did it against Port, and they've done it against Footscray. But concerning the starts, because against the good teams, you can't start like that because good teams will put you away. We did it to an extent. Remember that game against in Perth? We did it to them. They had a bad start, and we did it. And they had that again, that great third quarter, and blew us away.
We were up by as much as like 20 or 30 points midway through that second quarter, and I remember it was like 3 goals 11 at one stage. Like I'll tell you this, Lucas. If we face Fremantle with the qualifying final first week, which will have to go to Optus Stadium, I reckon we could beat them. This has Port Adelaide 2024 written all over it in this one, where we had to go against all odds away from home. No one backed us to win this one. I reckon if we face Freo at Optus Stadium, I reckon we could do it. I absolutely reckon we could do it this time around. Mind you, we didn't have Bailey Smith in the midfield last time. Jeremy Cameron horribly out of form in that game. You got Jay Polkinghorne in that team now, who's kicking goals and also crashing packs and bringing the ball down to ground, just causing chaos in the forward 50. I fancy our chances. I absolutely fancy our chances if we get that fourth seed and face Freo.
Yeah, I don't. I think they'll smack us, to be honest. I don't think they're Adelaide. I don't think they're Port Adelaide. I think if they made finals, sorry to let you down there. If they made finals, I don't think they're those teams.
Will's gone mad.
No, I haven't got that, actually. I forgot to add that in.
I'll try to look for it. I can't find it. We had to set up a new account for StreamYard, so that's why.
Because I'm doing these. I'm doing too many of these. We were doing 3 a week. Now I'm up to 6 a week. So I needed to do another StreamYard account. These are StreamYard's listening to this. Don't sue us. Fremantle. No, I think maybe they've peaked early, but even if they do lose, they've actually won the minor premiership. They've got that sewn up. So even if they do lose a couple, they've still got some time to turn it around. They've got a tough draw coming up. Tough draw. I think the next 2 weeks we'll know a lot about them. Melbourne
that's what I'm saying.
At the G. That's a big game. That's a huge game for Freo.
100%.
Can they beat a big team at the G? That's going to be match of the round for me, in my opinion. And then they've got the Crows, who are up and down in Perth. So 2 big reaps for Freo. Maybe they'll put the foot off the gas, knowing that they've got the minor premiership won. And then after that, they've got Carlton as well. So huge 3 week. Why is that in Marvel? That should be at the MCG. I have no idea why that's at Marvel. But
they don't put, I mean, they don't put, even West Coast, that'd be at like Marvel Stadium as well. Like,
yeah.
if it's a Geelong, if it's a Collingwood and all that in a final, yeah, I guess that has to be at the Actually, funny you say it because that is going to be at the MCG, Melbourne v Fremantle as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be at the MCG as well. Carlton fans, what do you reckon? Do
It
you reckon
should
you
be.
should play Fremantle at the MCG?
Well, it's a big game. It could determine the wildcard spot. So
I had a good think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive game.
Yeah.
So why is it at Marvel? I think it's got to do with contracts. Someone's got to pay the stadium. Carlton have played already a couple of times at Marvel anyway. So you can move that game to Freo. But yeah, Freo, I think.
Scotty, when are you coming down the highway? Why do we have to keep going to the bloody MCG? It gives me flashbacks of that fateful day in '95.
Oh, God help us if we have to play them in the wildcard round at the G. I won't be there for that one.
Anything on the Bulldogs, Lucas, before we move on?
To Footscray, awful, terrible. The Bont stinked. Even he couldn't get it going. 5 goals, 11. So they had a lot of chances to Footscray, but they just could not put them away on the board. So they were just as bad as Freo with their goal kicking, to be fair. We know they're a good team in Marvel, but, problem is if they do make wildcard and finals, they're not going to play a single game at Marvel. It's going to be at the MCG. So for me, I think they're probably making up the numbers. I don't see them winning any finals games unless the AFL decide, you know what, fuck it, we're going to give you a game of Marvel. Then maybe. But I don't see them doing anything in the finals at the G.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case as well. All right, we'll move on to Super Saturday. In this one, how many games do we have to cover for Saturday? I think we got 3. We got 4. We got 4. All right, first one, St Kilda and Sydney at Marvels. We had 2 games at Marvel Stadium on the same day. What is that? What is that?
So, yeah.
Jeez.
St Kilda, this damn coach, let's play this again. So,
bloody Pride Walsh.
He was at the game. This coach has got to go serious. This is the Lucas Kano, the Lucas Volcano. This damn coach, Ross the boss. They owned 80% of this game, St Kilda. They should have won this comfortably. What happened after 3/4 time, Kerry? He shut up shop, parked the bus Arteta style, handball, let St Kilda own the ball, and guess what happened? Charlie Curnow kicked 2 in the last quarter. Silvani got injured. Everyone got injured, and they blew it. Blew it, this St Kilda team. And I think Carlton are going to pump them next week by 50 points. Pathetic coach who's past his expiry date. They've got players there that don't even like playing defense. They don't even play defense. Nass, Brad Hill, they don't know how to play defense. They want attacking football. They look I keep saying this. They look $1 million when they play attacking football. No, this coach wants to play defensive. Parked the bus, and look what happened. Sydney absolutely belted him in that last quarter. Pathetic tactics by this so-called Ross the boss coach. Pathetic.
Yeah,
get rid of him.
I've got the same sentiments with you, Lucas. And the frustrating thing I find as well, Ross Lyon has actually adapted to the attacking style of football that we're usually seeing in the game at the moment. So there is some instances St Kilda are playing attacking football. I remember seeing it against when I saw him play against Port Adelaide at the gather round, and I thought, well, minus the umpiring, I thought, gee, they look great. The Cy Wagening, but Miller, you know my opinions of him. I think he racks the ball up a bit when they have no opponent on him. But look, yeah, there should be a lot better than where they should be at the moment. And yeah, there was just that fourth quarter. I knew it was going to happen as soon as Ross Lyon parked the bus. Sydney were always going to fire back in this one. And Scotty, I couldn't agree with you more. He's gone back to anti-football, and he's going to play six taggers on Sunday. That's how it's going to be. And oh, gee whiz, I'll be actually going to that game on Sunday night. Funnily enough,
you're going to that game, so you'll be because you're watching the Collingwood game against Essendon, and you'll be going to that game.
Yeah.
So Scotty, if you're going to that game, if any members of the TJP are going there, go meet with Mr. NBN, and Bo, if you want to go, take Mr. NBN back to your house. He'll fix your internet, mate.
Oh, it's a St Kilda home game, isn't it?
Yes.
St Kilda home game, but yeah,
you get to see your favourite player, Missy Higgins, down there as well.
I'll get to see Ryan Marshall. He's been doing quite well in the ruck ever since Tom DeConing went out with injury. Silvani, he's been all right. But I mean, Sydney were always going to fire back as soon as St Kilda decided to park the bus in this one. And funnily enough, this was the first of two games at Marvel Stadium at the same day. You had this one, then you had Carlton and Brisbane later on that Saturday night. But before we go to that, we got a couple more games to talk about as well. The first one being Hawthorn and North Melbourne in Tasmania. No, I do agree, Chris. They got to let him go into this year. I'm telling you, St Kilda, they'd be pushing for top 8 or top 6 at least if they had an attacking style sort of coach, But the next game we got Hawthorn and North Melbourne in Tasmania. Lucas dropped out. I think he's having some technical difficulties. Oh, he's got his wizard hat on. Here we go. It was the Wizard Watch. In this one. I believe he kicked 5 goals in that game. Yes, he's got the watch ready to go. Again, North Melbourne, they were pretty good that game. They gave the jump start earlier on, but yeah, we all knew the Hawks were going to fire back in this one. Yeah, Chris is loving it at the moment. He's loving Lucas with the Wizard hat on. But yeah, just one of those games. Hawthorn, they did what they had to do in this one. Didn't have to get out of second gear. They're getting wins on the board. Top 2, top 3 finish for them. But yeah, North they're playing much better footy, but they just can't seem to get the 4 points in this one. Lucas, what's your thoughts?
Yes, the Wizard Watch. I was on Wizard Watch time. And boy, he did not let me down, the Wizard. Here we go. Oh, no, wrong.
Yeah, that's what I think of the Hawks. Fuck this club.
No, that was bad. That was bad.
Well,
3/4 time.
That's going to be full time if Brisbane fucking win on Thursday night. All right.
Oh, okay. We're Wizard Watch. Wizard was absolutely fantastic. Kick 5. Gunston didn't have his kicking boots on. But this is one of the rare games where Gunston failed a little bit here with his goal kicking.
Didn't he kick 1 goal 6?
Yeah, I think 2 goals. I think he kicked 2 goals 6. He had a stinker, Gunston. Unlike him to have those. But the Wizard kicked 5 goals straight, 100% goal kicking accuracy, 100% disposal efficiency. Won the game for the Hawks. 10 coaches' votes. Actually, he got 9. He got 9. Who was the dozer that didn't give him a vote? That would be that salty son of a bitch coach
10?
From North. He got 9. I think he got 9. Because some coach only gave him 4 votes. That would have been a salty Alistair Clarkson because he had a chance to get the Wizard, mate, and you blew it.
That's
And,
right.
and
That's right. They picked Zane Dersmer ahead of Nick Watson in the draft.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I
Well,
saw
that worked out
something.
well. He's yeah. Well, that's gone out well. He's with the Arrow Man on the sidelines. So Wizard
Well,
Watch is
at least,
here.
well, I think West Coast have got the best Dersmer so far, so
Yeah, well,
he's got potential.
that may be true as well. But no, Hawthorn, struggled a little bit, but they every time they got challenged, they did find a way. Maybe it's for the best that they don't play at this ground anymore because they're struggling to win games here all of a sudden. So Melbourne absolutely belted them, and they struggled here. So maybe it's for the best. I reckon instead of playing at Tasmania, they've got to find a new stadium to play their games. I reckon they should play at the Adelaide Oval. We will be there watching them, Kerry. We will watch them there.
You will. I won't. I mean, to be fair, they did in COVID. They did in the COVID year. They played home games over there when they couldn't in Victoria. So
they did too, exactly. But no Wizard back then, so we didn't care about that. But no, the Wizard kicked 5. We'll do everything we can to get him at Geelong. Get rid of Dangerfield. Get rid of Max Holmes, Cameron, Bailey Smith. Do what it takes to get the Wizard to Geelong.
That's got half the list.
Yeah, well, we'll get rid of the Mr. PGA. Brad Close, who seems to be playing golf now. Kick him out and bring in the Wizard.
We do need a small
Melbourne,
forward. Yeah,
they do, exactly. There we go. North Melbourne, once again, can't play fourth quarters. Story of their season. Hot and cold. Looked like $1 million in the first half, then stanked in the fourth quarter. Danger game when we play them under the dome, really. Danger game.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
No, I do agree. I do agree with that. Yeah, North in a couple of weeks under the roof. I've said this since the beginning of the year, and I'm going to say it again. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a danger game if we don't have it. If we don't have it on our terms. Alrighty, moving on.
Oh,
Port Adelaide
Gunston, this ain't even close. That is not even close. You take Gunston all day long.
Look.
Come on.
Look, career-wise, obviously Jack Gunston's achieved he's a 3-time premiership player, few All-Australians. I don't know if he's won a Coleman medal, but he's certainly a leading goal kicker at the Hawks. But let's judge that in 10 years, Lucas. All right, we'll go back to that in 10 years. But look, career-wise, obviously Jack Gunston, but there's a special key forward in Shannon Neal. All right, I cannot wait till the day where Shannon Neal will prove you wrong, and it's going to be absolutely glorious. It is going to be absolutely glorious.
Every dog has its day, and I had my day with the Wizard on Saturday. You yet to have your day.
So Shannon Neal is. I think I'm backing him. I'm backing him for a big day against the Bombers on Saturday. 100%. Geelong could really do with a zippy small forward. Yep, and his name is Jesse Miller in the 2s. I reckon he should play next week. Look, good opportunity for him to come in, drop Mr. PGA, drop Jackie Chan, your man, Jack Martin, Scotty Tompkins. You could take it back. We could have Jagger Smith.
We'll take him. We'll take Jagger Smith.
Scratcher or Brody Kabablet. Does he beat Gary Ablett?
Well, I don't know who Brody. From what I've seen, I'll take Ablett by a mile. So a bit of parody there by Scott, but that's all right. I'll take anyone over Scott. I'd take Ty Vickery over Shannon Neal at this point in time.
Jesus.
So
Ty Vickery.
I'd take Ty Vickery.
Ty Vickery. No, you've lost
At
it,
least he
mate.
can belt blokes on the field. At least he can use his body.
You've lost it. You've lost it, mate.
It's the power of the wizard hat, mate.
Ty Vickery. Ty fucking Vickery averages more punches than goals. Fuck me.
See, I told you he uses his body better than Shannon Neal.
I'm surprised he didn't become a professional boxer. Seriously.
Yeah,
Ty Vickery.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the next game, Port Adelaide and GWS. Thank fuck I didn't not waste my money to go to this one. What a shit show. This was a bore fest if you were a neutral. I'm sorry if you paid your hard-earned money to go to this game. Oh, before. When is Lucas getting a Shannon Neal tattoo and becoming a fan of Shannon Neal? It's coming, Chris. It is absolutely coming. I reckon it's going to come. I reckon it's going to come on Saturday against the Bombers. I reckon he's going to kick 7 goals.
Neal. Yeah, against the Bombers. Yeah, against the Bombers. Yeah, fan-bloody-tastic. Fantastic. Against theirs.
So like if he kicks more than 3 goals, is that what you're trying to say?
No, he has to kick more goals altogether than Shannon Neal, than Tom Hawkins.
In one grand final.
In one, yeah. Then I'll get a tattoo. So what does he need? He needs about. So no, hang on. We'll
should have like a mark on each neck. How many goals he's kicked? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Thought about doing that. I thought about doing that if I played state. I was going to get each wicket on my ankle. But that didn't happen, did it?
You cannot. I'm surprised you haven't done a Sheffield Shield like tattoo on your ankle or anything like that.
No, not. Well, I didn't play in that, but if I played in one, I would have got one definitely. Is the screen glitching or is it my end? I think it might be your end, Janet. Nothing wrong here on YouTube.
No, it's fine from my end. Yeah, might be your internet. End. Yeah, we're all good here. Oh, come on,
Stringer.
Come on, mate.
Stringer, absolute stringer.
No, we're done. We're going to be doing these all night. Let's Jake Stringer. You can't be serious. Gee whiz. I think he was woeful.
How many goals does he kick against us every time he plays against us?
Well, he only kicked 2 last time. Jay Collins hasn't. He held him like a blanket in this game. No, the stream cooked it for like 2 minutes. Oh, so maybe it is our end.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it is our end. Jeez. Talk about fibre to the premises. Anyway, this game. Oh, geez. Same thing with Port Adelaide. You know, they play good football, but they just can't seem to get it between the big 6. 9 goals, 9. That's not going to win you games of football. Mitch Georgiades, he just hasn't got his kicking boots on at all this year. And, that fourth quarter especially, the amount of shots on goal Port Adelaide had, they just couldn't even get it in their inside 50 either. GWS, they should have won this game by a lot more with the amount of scoring shots they had. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Looks like our end's okay at the moment. Hopefully that stays the same.
Thank you, Jeanette.
But, this was not really worth talking about much. If you got 2 cents on this one, Lucas?
Unfortunately, we actually watched this, didn't we? You made the best decision of the season not going to this game. You were tempted to go to this game, but you didn't. 100%. So good move.
I was too fucking cold anyway as well.
No, Jason Horne-Francis again continues to have a good season, doesn't he? Had a fantastic game. He's got no help. He's gonna be like Butters in 2 years' time, where he's just dominating. He's getting no help. He'll be off to Tasmania with Ken Inkley, Jason Horne-Francis, at this rate. There you go. Might be. Geez, how will North fans feel now? Oh shit! Did we actually have problems? I thought they were taking the piss in the chat. Did we actually have problems?
It did look like we had issues. So we'll check it out in the replay afterwards.
See what happens when we talk about Shannon Neal. It all turns to shit. Jason Horne-Francis, at this rate, he'll be going to Tasmania to play with Ken Inkley. No help. No one else stood up. Darcy Byrne-Jones, what a train wreck he is from half-back. Lockie Jones, train wreck. It was just the Jason Horne-Francis show, and they had nobody else. Georgiades, another game where he cost Port Adelaide with his goal kicking. Had a chance to get it back to 2 goals, and then he missed one. He missed a very gettable goal, so he's gone off the boil, Georgiades. But GWS, Oliver continues to have a good season. Lockie Ash continues to have a good season. Whitfield, he was very good, best on ground for me. Tremendous run from halfback, very damaging. So I picked Port I actually did pick Port. So this was a little bit this was an upset for me. So Giants hot and cold. Don't know what you're going to get from them. And they managed to get a good win in Adelaide. They keep their wild card hopes barely alive. Yeah,
and this is a team without Toby Green at the moment as well, and a team decimated by injuries, the Giants. So, if this was anything for them to salvage their season, this was the win that they needed. So, but we'll move on to the next game. The main event, according to Carlton fans, and this was quite talked about a bit on SEN especially as well. Upset of the round. God! I'd say, and rightfully so. Oh, my God. Who would have thought Carlton beating Brisbane Lions by 76 points in this one? Absolute thrashing. Carlton fans, Josh Fraser is your man to take you to flag number 17. You can take it to the bank, collect your interest. Josh Fraser, man, Carlton fans, Scotty, I want to know your reason why Josh Fraser shouldn't be your coach. Should or should not be your coach. Put it down below, because this guy, come on, man. The football that they've been playing this year under Josh Fraser, just rejuvenated football. Probably the best what I've seen from Carlton since their finals run in 2023, but probably even better. Truth be told as well. That's right, Scotty. Where were you when the Blues beat the Lions? I was watching in my living room like you were, Lucas. But
no,
geez.
It's funny Scotty should say that. I've got a beef with one of the TJP boys.
You do, don't you?
Mars, but he's just a crummy Arsenal fan. Bo, I love Bo. Bo was fantastic. He came on my stream late last week, and he got someone, Void. We all know Void. He said, you know what? I think we can, Carlton can beat Brisbane, and Bo shut him down. He said there's no chance whatsoever. They're not going to beat Brisbane. I said to Bo, have faith. You bet Footscray early in the year. You know, you can do it again. He was, oh, no. We're not going to make it. We're gonna get smashed by Brisbane. We're not going to beat Footscray. Bont's in good form. Bo, what happened here, mate? You got to have faith in your team, mate. Got to have faith in your team,
mate.
Come on, Bo.
You got to have faith, Bo, mate. He's been bloody brainwashed by Chelsea. That's probably why as well. Oh, jeez. But, Bo, maybe you should keep tipping against the Blues. Maybe you should keep tipping against the Blues. That might go all the way to win the grand final.
No, except when they play Geelong. Just pick Geelong. Please pick Geelong.
Pick Geelong. Pick Geelong.
Yeah. No, don't pick Carlton. Say Carlton are going to win by 50. When I come on your stream... Yeah. If we play them in a wild card round, I'm going to go on stream on Rocco. Rocco, you may not even bother, mate. I'm going to come on and say Carlton are going to pass by 50. I'm not going to say Geelong by 20 again. I've learned my lesson. That's never going to happen again. So don't even bother asking for a tip. Carlton by 100 when they play Geelong in the wild card round.
By 100.
So, well, you're going by this game. It could be anything's possible.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, gee whiz. We got Chris. I thought Carlton would win. I told you, Lucas, on your live stream. And Scotty said, Josh Fraser, head of development during Collingwood's premiership year as well. Yeah, they like the Collingwood people, Carlton. They certainly do. But yeah.
How good is that Jagger Smith? We'd take him in a heartbeat. Absolute
100%. 100%. We thought the midfield duo of Patrick Cripps and Sam Walsh was going to carry this team through, but that certainly hasn't been the case. It's Patrick Cripps and Jagger Smith. Jagger Smith, he's going to be Carlton's number one midfielder in the next 10 to 15 years. This guy's an absolute Rolls Royce. How the fuck Michael Voss fucking wasted this guy in the forward pocket for the first 10 rounds or however he was in charge before he got the sack in this one. All of a sudden, he gets played in the position where he's supposed to be played at, and he's absolutely flourishing. Look, he's going to take home the rising star, 100%. Jagger Smith, but geez, I'd love him at the Cats. I'd absolutely love him at the Cats. I remember when he torched us in that pre-season game, and then when we played him for premiership points.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did that in the pre-season game against Geelong, and we thought, wowee. And then he had a bad 10 weeks because of that dozer, Michael Voss. And then, ever since, he's been in unbelievable form. He's your next Cripper. Jagger Smith. And Cripper, we thought he'd be washed, but his last 10 weeks, Cripps has been outstanding.
Yeah, he's put in a great season. Yeah.
Another player Michael Voss has wasted. So, and Scott, you've got that Bruin kid, the little small forward. He's also going to be a good player for the future as well.
And also, shout out to Brody Kemp as well, which Scotty said earlier. Brody Kemp, he had a legacy game, didn't he?
He kicked 5.
He kicked 5. Unbelievable. Yeah. He was quite good that game. Liam Baker, Biella, and Matt Owies, or Jagger Smith. You got to go with Jagger Smith, don't you?
Oh, you take it. Yeah. That was the trade, wasn't it? That was the pick that got him,
Yeah. West Coast traded pick 3. They got Matthew Owies, and they could. That's another one they fumbled the bag. West Coast, didn't they? Like North Melbourne, West Coast are fumbling the bag. Well, they got William Dersmer in this. To be fair, and he's going to be a gun in the future. Scotty also says Cripper was playing incredibly sick, sacrificed his game for the betterment of the team. Cripper's playing defensive mid in that one. And Stefano said the Blues tore the Lions a new one. But yeah, Brisbane on the other hand, I mean, look, I'm not concerned with them. It was around this time last year where they got flogged by the Gold Coast Suns, and we all know what happened afterwards. They had a 5-game or whatever it was, a winning streak, and this is probably, as bad as it sounds, probably the wake up call that they need. I think they'll be fine down the track. We know how it's happened. And I listened to Chris Fagan's press conference as well. He didn't seem too concerned. I think they're just going to go on with their business and all of that. And unfortunately, that's football. These results happen as well. I think they'll be fine. The Lions, but Carlton fans, well done. And the stakes couldn't be higher next week against St Kilda at Marvel Stadium. But essentially, an elimination final for that last wildcard spot as well.
Yeah, win and you're in. You're playing finals. Carlton fans, cancel your September holidays. You might be around the mark. You never know.
Alrighty. Well done, Lucas.
Oh, just one more thing. Isn't that Kyle Lohman, isn't he a fuckwit? He is an absolute dipshit, that guy, along with Cam Rayner and all that.
Cam Rayner. Dane Zorko. We know Dane Zorko's not playing at the moment, but I can't stand any of the Brisbane players. at the moment. Even Harris Andrews, he's a bit of a flog as well. Yeah.
Hipwood, what the fuck is he still doing playing footy? Hipwood, he was an absolute embarrassment.
Mate, he's still in a living wage. He's getting only $1 million a year as well. Eric Hipwood.
Stealing a living.
And Sam Draper as well. Sam Draper as well. He had a really bad miss at goal. So he brought his Essendon form under the roof, didn't he?
No, that is a big loss though. Ty Gallup out of the back line for the year. That is a loss.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Stefanos. Yeah, obviously losing Ty Gallup, the big blow for them. And probably that had some cause with it as well. Obviously, that could be a distraction towards the next week as well. But yeah, look, I'm not. If I were a Lions fan, I wouldn't be too concerned. You know, these losses happen, and I'm sure they'll bounce back to what's going to be potentially the three-peat this year. Who knows? All right, we'll move on. Richmond and West Coast. This was the game for the number 1 pick. Richmond, they had to lose this one. But if you wanted Zach Butters, you had to lose this game. What happened? Well, it was West Coast that kicked themselves out of this game. It was 3-19, I think, midway through that second quarter. Gee whiz, I've never seen a absolute stink fest between the big sticks. Oh, Scotty, hold on, I'm putting that comment on, Scotty. You're playing with fire at the moment. You're absolutely playing with fire. But this one, Jake Waterman, what's happened to him, man?
Fucking hell.
What's happened to him? He used to be the most trusted, most accurate at set shots. Yeah, I think it's that contract. You know, he's getting a massive payday at the Eagles. I remember when Geelong wanted him a couple of years ago. When Tom Hawkins retired, we were looking for another tall forward. Jake Waterman knocked it back. He wanted to continue to play for the Eagles. He wanted to be paid more, so West Coast gave him a bit more coin. He signs a mega deal, and yeah, just a mediocre player at the moment. You know, and yeah, when you see players like Willem Dersma, I remember seeing Willem Dersma was crying at after the game as well. You know, it shows that, you know, he wants to win. He's a competitor, and yeah, if only the rest of the players showed a bit more of that effort. Like Andrew McQualter, he's got no fucking idea. Like, did this coach? Like, I mean, look, it is all about player execution, but at the end of the day, when is it going to stop at the top, which is at the head coach? And clearly that message hasn't gone through to the West Coast players. So many times they've had so many chances to win a few games, like the game against North Melbourne, which they played at Optus Stadium. I'm trying to think of another one, but yeah, this one as well just completely sums it. And when you lose to one of the worst teams in the comp in Richmond, then, you know, I just don't think you have any business being in the AFL. As harsh as it sounds, it's just cold hard facts.
Twice. That's twice now. Twice this season they've lost to Richmond.
Twice,
yeah. One in Perth, wow. Now one at the G. The most shocking thing about this team, and it's down to coaching, is their starts. Their starts over the last 6 weeks have been pathetic. Against Brisbane, they're okay. But outside of that, the North Melbourne game, when North Melbourne got belted by 100 by Freo, they started that game pathetically, West Coast. St Kilda pathetically start. And again, this week against Richmond, absolute pathetic. The Crows, pathetic start, and they were more competitive. So then that's coaching. That is on your coach to rev you up. Ken Hinkley had that problem in finals, getting the boys up, and it got him sacked. So he's now putting himself in their bench. He doesn't do anything on the bench. He just stands there, does nothing. He shows no emotion, no empathy towards anything. He just sits there like a statue. We know what he did with Richmond when he took over as
bit of an Arne Slot. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
He's the fucking Arne Slot of the AFL.
Yeah, just they lack basic skill errors, and to be fair to Waterman, these are not hard shots. These are snaps from 10 meters out, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
These are not from the pocket 50 meters. These are easy as you want to get in AFL. 5 meter snaps, no pressure whatsoever. He's missing them a lot, and it's just dreadful. They lack basic skill. And Harley Reid ain't going to win jack shit there. He's going to win nothing there. So he might need to think about money over success, Harley Reid, because he might have the money over there, but I don't see that team. I don't see anything about that team whatsoever.
Nah. And if this continues, like maybe players like Willem Dersma will probably have the same sentiments like you're talking about, Lucas, as well. Yeah. It's like, how long is this shit show gonna last? You know, I'll tell you, if Harley Reid leaves and goes back to Victoria, don't be surprised if Willem Dersma follows as well. Like, you know, yeah.
4 years into their rebuild, they are 4 years, and they've shown nothing.
More than that. I reckon it's year 5.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah. They've shown nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But just nothing. And it goes to show you got, but even like not only just the young players aren't good enough, but also older players. Elliot Yeo, he was on his last legs. He should have been retired years ago. You know, well, why is he still playing in the side? He's only playing for reputation. He's only playing for merit because, you know, and that's the other thing. This is the other thing with West Coast. They held on to their club legends too long. In Luke Shuey, Andrew Gaff, all those blokes, and they're doing the same thing with Elliot Yeo. And you wonder why this club has gone backwards as well. They need to be ruthless. And
Simpson.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: Adam Simpson was the scapegoat in this one as well. Like, you know, look, the writing was on the wall. He was always going to get the sack, but you know, you look at you know, fucking they picked a yes man in Andrew McQualter. It's like the early days with Matthew Nicks at the Adelaide Crows. That's what it feels like this team at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Richmond, on the other hand, yeah, look, you know, if you're a Tiger supporter, happy to win the game, good on you. But, geez, I think they've absolutely fumbled the bag in this one. You know, you potentially lose the number 1 pick and you potentially lose Zach Butters as well. Like, we know Zach Butters has been linked to the Tigers. The only way that's going to get done, they're going to trade pick 1, probably a few first-round picks as well. But, geez, this could absolutely hurt them down the track. Look, they've got some good youngsters, but geez, when you got a generational player in Zach Butters, absolutely in his prime at the moment, he could be that 5% you're missing from winning a grand final in 5 to 10 years, or however it's going to be. But yeah. But Zach on the other hand, at the same time, I wonder what he's thinking about himself. Oh, geez, thank God I won't have to go to Punt Road and waste the rest of my prime over there. So, but gee whiz, but I don't know. That's my opinion, Lucas. Like, you know, yeah, this was their chance to, you know, get the number 1 pick and all of that, and they fucked it up.
Yeah, I think you got to win no matter what. But we've seen in the past where it can be very costly not getting the number 1 draft pick. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And I don't think it will bother Richmond per se, because they want the ruckman, the kid in the draft, the ruckman. I don't think they'll get a midfielder. I think, you know, Nankervis is on his last leg. No, Nankervis had a good game yesterday, to be fair.
They're in desperate need for a ruck. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they want that ruckman, and so I don't think they'd be too upset with that. Because I think Essendon, they want a midfielder, so they're not. Essendon have got like 5 rucks, so they're not going to pick a ruck. So I don't think this, as far as getting a young player, I don't think it hurts them that much because both teams need different things.
Yeah. Stephanus says Harley Reid needs guidance. He's played like a reckless bull with no team ethos. Yeah, 100%. I think there's a great player in Harley Reid, but I just think he's in the wrong team environment at West Coast in this one. But yeah, moving on. We've got 2 more games. Gold Coast and Melbourne, the Christian Petrarca Cup in this one. The horror show continues for the Gold Coast Suns. 10 losses in a row. I believe you tipped the Gold Coast for this one, Lucas.
Yeah, I did because of Melbourne's horrible record outside of the G. Gold Coast, they look good in this game. To be fair, they probably should have won it. But Melbourne's efficient. Thank God Melbourne didn't play like that against us because they kicked accurately. Melbourne, they were very efficient inside forward 50. Wayne Rooney had his kicking boots on. Kicked straight goals.
He did, didn't he? Because he didn't have Connor O'Sullivan.
Yeah. So, but Gold Coast were okay. I thought they were much better. But they've lost 10 games in a row. That's just not good enough with their list. We've been over this like a broken record. I don't want to get too much into it. The coach isn't it. The location isn't it. I'd rather see them fold and relocate to Darwin for me. Call them the Darwin Suns. I just don't think that location is just right for any sport. It hasn't worked out for the NRL, for the Titans. It hasn't worked out for any professional sport up there. So all the talent in the world, all the lists, they've got in my opinion, they've got the second best list in the AFL. Superstars everywhere, A graders everywhere on the list. But they're not second. If they're not careful, they actually might finish bottom 4 if they're not careful. Just not good enough. Though they were better. Rao played a very good game, to be fair. Ben King hardly got used. He only kicked 2. He only had a very quiet game. They kicked a lot to Jed Rolter. The players are gone there. Players have checked out.
Yeah, with that, I think probably because they've accepted the fact that Ben King's going to go to Hawthorn or wherever he's going to Victoria. He didn't get not a lot of game time, Ben King. We know Bailey Humphrey, he's going to be out the door as well. And it just goes to show. And I don't think Gold Coast can afford to finish bottom 4 as well, Lucas, because don't forget they sold the farm to get Christian Petrarca to the club, and if they finish bottom 4, Melbourne are going to get some fucking first round picks in this one, even though they're going to be playing finals footy this year. So Melbourne, they're laughing all the way to the bank in this one. So some future first, I believe it was, but I've had my resentments with Damien Hardwick as coach as well. I think, I think they're going to give him another season. I think he's contracted to the end of next year, but if he doesn't get this team back into the finals, I think he'll be out the door. And it just goes to show, I've always been a massive defender of Stuart Dew in this club. What he's done to turn this club around after seeing the departure of players like Gary Ablett Jr. and Tom Lynch, Stephen Mayne, all of those. Rebuild with Matt Rao, Noah Anderson, and I think they should have persisted with him, in my opinion. I get why Gold Coast, I'm sounding like a broken record here as well. Their intent was to find a coach with premiership experience, and that was Damien Hardwick. They got to a maiden finals last year, but the expectations were so high that they clearly haven't met it, obviously, this year. And I think if it's going to be if it's going to be anything similar next year, I reckon he's out the door, or I reckon Hardwick would leave on his own terms. We know when the going gets tough, Damien Hardwick jumps ship. He did that with Richmond midway through 2023. I've said this on the show as well. Don't be surprised if Damien Hardwick resigns midway through next season, even at the end of this year as well. So watch this space. Watch this space for this one. But gee whiz, I've never seen a team like crash out this poorly. The Gold Coast Suns. We know they start really well early in the season, and then they just completely fold like a deck of cards. But this is the worst. This is the worst crash out I've ever seen from not just a club in the franchise history, but just in general in the AFL. So Melbourne, on the other hand, yeah, look, great win for them. Good response after losing to Geelong the week before. Pickett was really good in this game. Yeah, obviously you got the youngsters in Windsor and Harvey Langford and all of that too. Yeah, they're certainly going to be playing finals footy. And who would have thought? Who would have thought? What a great first season Stephen King has brought into this club. All right, one more game, Lucas, before we talk about other sport.
Also, Salem the Cat came back. He was. Salem
I knew you were going to say this.
He is back. The Cat is back. Salem the Cat. He's ready to have a big. Big end of the season.
Great six disposals. So inspired.
Always, he's been out for 10 weeks, mate. He hasn't played since gather round, so it's always going to happen. He'll get there, mate. Melbourne's greatest ever halfback, Christian Salem. We're on. And speaking of that, he's broken Ron Barassi's record of most games played for Melbourne. So he's gone past Ron Barassi.
Doesn't mean he's better though. Doesn't mean he's better.
No, we're not saying he's better than Ron Barassi, but I'm just saying he's gone past the legendary Ron Barassi. He's going to be a very important player, Salem the Cat. Good man, Christian Salem.
I'll hold you to this. I'm going to Google this right now. Melbourne all-time games played. Let's see. Well, we know David Neitz. He's the all-time with 306. Nathan Jones 303. Where is he? Christian Salem's on 190. Christian Salem's on 199. So next week he's going to play his 200th.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to find how many Ron Barassi's played. I've found this website and it's got it hasn't got all the players. It has all the top 10. Ron Barassi. He's played 204 games for Melbourne, so he's not there yet. He's not there yet, Lucas.
So, but he will. He's going to break it. He is going to break it this year.
You said he broke it. You said he broke it.
Well, he'll break. He'll do better than that. He's going to break it in the finals. There look be 3 games to go, so 204. So he's going to break it in the finals.
Oh, Jesus.
Even better.
Jeez. Greatest halfback. Obviously, Corey Enright plays golf, Lucas. So I'll check MD Melbourne. He'd want to take John Noble back. I'll tell you what, I reckon you guys are missing Joe Richards at Port Adelaide at the moment. He'd be great in the Collingwood midfield. Rao and Humphreys would look great in the Collingwood jumper. How are you going to fit that with Lachie Neale and Zach Butters and whoever else you're going for? Very curious about that. You're going to have to retire. You're going to have to retire Pendlebury, Sidebottom and Jeremy Howe, all those sort of blokes. You leave a bit of cap space for Bobby Hill. He's obviously left the club as well. Yeah.
We've got some breaking news. No, this is legit. Jeremy Howe has got a 1-year offer for the club. So a 1-year deal is on the table for Jeremy Howe.
Really?
So there you go. So Collingwood they want to put another year into him via Cow to me.
Well, there you go. See, also in the Geelong zone, we also break footy news that is happening at the moment as well. We don't just talk about what's happened over the week. So Jeremy Howe, 1 more year at Collingwood.
Yes, he's got a 1-year deal.
All right. Thanks.
Whether
thanks
he's
for the
taken
update.
it, we don't know now. He's out for the season, I think, with a broken arm. unless Collingwood make deep finals. Interesting. Could be the last game he's played for Collingwood, if he doesn't take that offer.
Yeah, he's getting up in age, Jeremy Howe as well, but such a reliable defender as well. 37 years old. Wow. He was playing great footy as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Lucas. All right, let's get into the last game of round 21. Essendon and the Adelaide Crows. Nothing really much to report here. Obviously, you had a watch along with Ray in this one. Apparently, that's going to be a continuing segment of the Geelong Zone as well. Ray's Bomber Corner, and that's going to happen on Saturday for the Geelong game as well. But yeah, with this
I don't know how long it'll last. It might be the last episode after Saturday.
Yeah, geez. I think that probably might be the last one as well. But yeah. But look, Adelaide did what they had to do. They took care of business in this one to keep their season alive. We all knew this was going to happen as well. The Crows were going to win, but what was the margin? That was 72 points. So yeah, you know, new coach with Essendon and Dean Solomon, but obviously things haven't been working. I'm sounding like a broken record again, but yeah, it's the same old stuff, and it's disappointing as well. They were competitive against GWS a couple of weeks ago and absolutely stunk up the joint. I think it was against Hawthorn, I believe, and the same sort of thing, which happened in the game against Adelaide as well.
Yeah, they were competitive around the ground, but the inside 50 efficiency really let them down. Peter Wright kicked 6 goals. So he had a good game, 2 metre Peter. He really bathed Keane yesterday. So that's maybe one positive. McGrath, he was a turnover merchant with his kicking. Terrible. He took the game on. He played in midfield. He took it on, but his kicking was terrible. Merritt was up and down. They're just they don't have the talent, in my opinion, Essendon. Whoever's going to be their next coach, gee whiz, they have a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
James Hurd's got a lot.
Yeah, James Hurd's got a lot. They've got some good players there. Pryor, young defender down there, he's okay. Kako's getting some form. Alexa, is it Alexa?
Kako was deplorable this game. Yeah. The other guy, he was really good. Who you talked about?
Alexa. I need Ray on to tell me who he is. But no, he's also
Ray.
He's also another good player coming up. But yeah, they tried to take it on, and to be fair, there was parts of that game where Crows really struggled to get it out of their back line. They're another team that don't like to be challenged if you go through the corridor. But the efficiency is what set them apart with that 23-7. Phil Thorpe finally had a good game, albeit against Essendon. So Phil Thorpe finally kicked the bag this year. He's been struggling a lot. Walker didn't do much special, but they played 3 debuts in this game, and they all kicked goals. Yeah, we had 3 first goal kickers in this game, which may be good for their future. Billy Dowling, he wasn't the first gamer, but he kicked his first goal. They've got a guy that's playing at halfback that Roy Laird is not there anymore. You reckon Roy Laird's now done. If you want to move forward, you get rid of him. You play the guy that was there, I forgot his name. But okay result for the Crows, but we know they do this all the time, though. They're the flat track bullies for me, Adelaide. They haven't shaken that tag yet. Got a big game coming up next week where they play Richmond. That's going to be a massive game, isn't it? Goodness me. It is.
Yeah. Yes.
20-goal win. Then they got Freo. That's the real challenge. Freo in Perth.
That's the real challenge. And can they do it in Perth? We know it's not their best hunting ground as well. They struggled to beat West Coast last year. I don't know if you remember that game, Lucas, as well, when they were absolutely flying towards the end of the home and away season, could barely put away a West Coast side, and the cracks started to show for the Crows, which ended up in their straight six exit. Chris says, Lucas, do you want to coach Essendon next year and rename the Geelong zone to the Essendon zone?
No, I don't want to coach. I don't want to coach Essendon. No thanks.
Well, you can't coach Hawthorn either, because breaking news as well, which I'll break. Sam Mitchell has extended his contract to be the Hawthorn coach till the end of 2030. That was confirmed on SEN as well. So, yeah, he's gonna be the man. He's gonna be the man to lead the Hawks back to premiership glory. Hopefully, not at our expense this time around.
He's got the list for a flag. If he doesn't win a flag, that'd be a failure for me. So I'm going to say that right now. If he doesn't win a flag, that's a fail, because he's got the list to win it.
We will find out. We will find out for this one. Lucas, any other sentiments on this game before we move on?
No, not really. Adelaide did what they had to do, but that's Adelaide. We want them to do it against bigger opponents. And Essendon, they're still in a world of trouble. They've now got the number 1 draft pick, which I guess is good for them. We'll see.
All right, but that is it for the round 21 of the 2026 AFL season. We're going to move on to some more sport. I'm going to get my laptop charger for this one. So, Lucas, I'm going to let you start off with the Commonwealth Games for this one. Can you talk about the Commonwealth Games, which has happened for the last week or so? Because we know you absolutely love it.
Yes, the Commonwealth Games. Did we dominate in this event? Bloody hell. Maybe we can get China, America not to play in the Olympics anymore. That might be a good chance, and we might get some gold medals in the Olympics. Absolutely dominated Australia, mainly in the swimming, mainly in the cycling. 70 gold medals, 45 silvers, 56 bronze, 171 medals altogether. Completely dominated. However, 2 big problems for me for this Commonwealth Games is, 1, the amount of events were disgraceful, and 2, it only went for a week. Melbourne put in a $1 billion deal, and then they pulled out. I don't think that while it was good Australia winning all these gold medals, I don't think this was the best Commonwealth Games in quality. I actually think it was awful, to be fair. But that's what happens when you cut back. When you cut back on things, I don't think, apart from the athletes, I don't think it was well. I don't think there was any interest in there whatsoever. The crowds were down. So pretty disappointing with that regard. But no, I did watch a lot. Like I said, mainly just swimming and cycling. I watched a bit of the gymnastics. We did well in there as well. Again, no China to win the medals in the gymnastics, so that was good. But yeah, disappointing. No soccer, no Matildas in this game, no diving, no water polo, no golf. Now that's now an Olympic sport now. No skateboarding. It was just very basic, probably how it was when it first started many years ago, which was a little bit disappointing. Did we get value for money? I don't think so, but it gave us something to watch on TV. I do miss it, but I do not have the same feelings as I did with the Winter Games. The Winter Games was absolutely fantastic in February. I was very heavily into that, and I was sad when it only went for 2 weeks. This Commonwealth Games, I think, was just a waste of time, but good for our athletes. However, and no hockey as well. No bloody hockey. You're kidding me. I'm talking about field hockey. But one team that did let me down, which was a bit of a shock to the assistant Kerry, the netball team, the Diamonds.
Yeah, they choked, didn't they?
Lost the gold medal. Don't know what happened there against Jamaica. Heavy favourites. That was one of the biggest upsets probably at the Commonwealth Games. So they need to regroup with that. Bit of an upset there. But Kerry, well, good for our athlete to be finished on top of the medal sheet. One more golds than anyone else. One more medals than anyone else. It just didn't have the same feeling as the Winter Games or the Olympics. It was very down. The crowd wasn't there. The interest wasn't there. I think out of 10, I gave the Winter Olympics an 8. I think out of 10, I'm going to give the Commonwealth Games a 3. Just wasn't there for me.
Yeah, I think I've got the same sentiments with you, Luke. You know my thoughts on the Commonwealth Games. I think it's just a Team Olympics, in my opinion. Like, it just hasn't had that same aura as the Olympic Games, and I think it's just purely because of bad timing as well. When the Commonwealth Games came off, we just came off the FIFA World Cup in this one. I think, the hype of the World Cup, it just all died down when the Commonwealth Games kicked in. I think it's just purely because of bad timing and all of that. And, look, very happy that Australia dominated 70 gold medals. That's just bloody impressive. But it goes. I think had it still been in Victoria, I think we would have talked about it a lot more. I genuinely forgot the Commonwealth Games were on, and I can't believe, because I used to watch it. I watched a lot when I was a kid. Birmingham 2022 was the last one. I did not watch a single minute of this one. I just could not be bothered. I could not be bothered at all, and I can't believe I'm saying because I like the swimming as well. I used to be good mates with Cole Chalmers. Fun fact, he went to the same high school that I did as well. He was the year above me. We all followed him when he won the gold medal at the Rio Olympics. That was amazing. I followed his career all the way through, but this one I just couldn't be stuffed. And I don't know. I think, I think it's just purely because of the bad timing after the World Cup, and it just doesn't. I'm just surprised that this is still a thing, the Commonwealth Games. Truth be told, as well, it just, SEN were talking about it a bit. I know Jared Waitley, he'd like to talk about it. As soon as they started talking now, I just switched the radio off or turned it to a different station because I could not give a rat's ass whatsoever. But look, happy for Australia, but I couldn't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, well, and just on Cole Chalmers, he did win 4 gold medals. So personally, he had a great time. He had probably his best result. From an individual point, he actually did very well.
He had a great Commonwealth Games.
Exactly. No Titmus in these Commonwealth Games was a little bit disappointing because we know she would have absolutely
no Kaylee McEwen. I love watching Kaylee McEwen as well.
She didn't. So they would have just destroyed the pool. So that's
Leo Callahan was
but
good.
no. Yes, they had the swim. Yes, we see there's no American. There was no America there, so Australia were going to win all the medals, weren't they?
There's no point. No point.
Yeah, point. So but just there was no Matildas. That's disappointing. No basketball, no hockey. 50 sports got cut. They
didn't have soccer at all.
Nah, they didn't have basketball. That was disappointing. So that's not within the Commonwealth because actually we would have had a good chance of winning a medal if the Matildas had a soccer event. Well, probably not the way they're going, to be fair. But no soccer, no hockey, no basketball, no equestrian, nothing like that. A lot of sports got cut, and they were televised. They were, but they're delayed. They weren't even live. It wasn't even live. I was watching a boxing event. I was watching a boxing event, and it came up live and free, and they went to a fucking commercial at the end of the second round. and I had to actually look it up on Google. And then I found out the event was 3 hours ago. And yeah, it had live and free. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
That was Channel 7. Yeah.
It was, yeah. So because I do like the boxing as well, but no, that was disappointing. So it just wasn't it for me. You put in $1 billion plus for this event, and you've cut about 50 sports. Not good enough for me. With the Winter Olympics, my God, that was fantastic, and only went for 2 weeks. Sadly, we need that for a month. That was so much better than this. So much better.
Oh, geez, I'll tell you what though. The Scottish people in Glasgow, they would have loved the games for nothing because it came out of the Victorians' taxpayers' pockets.
It did. Melbourne paid for that, and they didn't even fucking get it. And then they cut all the sports. I think there was only like 21 sports. There wasn't even any fucking shooting. For goodness' sake.
That's why I didn't go for 2 weeks. That's probably why as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So not good enough. If you're not gonna commit to it, don't have a Commonwealth Games. That was against the Commonwealth spirit. But yeah, good for our athletes, Kiri. Fantastic. Won the most medals, a lot of gold medals, but overall, I think it was a shit event.
Alrighty, we're going to move on to other sports news. In the NRL, the Roosters 82-12 over the Cowboys. This was the third highest score.
Oh my God!
In NRL history as well. Fun fact for you
What
guys.
in that game?
Oh, gee
whiz!
Defense?
That's a try every 6 minutes.
That's not even like schoolboy defending as well. Schoolboy rugby, like tough day to be a Cowboys fan at the moment. Dolphins 28-22 over the Dragons. My Bulldogs, what a win! Yes. What a win! 36-22 over the Melbourne Storm. Could have been a lot more. We didn't kick straight. Couldn't convert with our field goals, but we did enough. We beat the Storm at their home deck. Been a while since we won over there, and our season's still alive. For the Bulldogs. They're in the top 8 at the moment. The Warriors 42-6 over the Gold Coast Titans. Panthers took care of business over the Raiders 42-18. The bloody Broncos, their premiership hangover still continues. 30-6 loss to the Newcastle Knights out of all bloody teams. The Sharks 32-16 over the Rabbitohs, and the Eels in the thriller 16-13 over the West Tigers.
Tigers gone down? They had a great first 6 weeks, and they haven't won a game since, have they? They've been awful.
Yeah,
West Tigers.
Jerome Luai is checked out, which is one of the other things as well.
Distracting, isn't it?
I'm a Tiger for life. I feel for Benji as well, club legend. Geez, he's a bit of like a Essendon at the moment as well. You know, you're going to bring James Hird in. Yeah, similar sort of situation like Benji Marshall at the West Tigers.
And they've lost their star player. He's now leaving. He said said he was going to be there for life.
Yeah, that's which I was trying to say. It just goes to the hypocrisy with a lot of the NRL players as well. As soon as they see the money, they're out the door to that next club. So I think he's going to put the new Papua New Guinea team, if I'm correct, in this one. What are you doing over there? Fucking gee whiz! Like Peter Villandy's absolute innovator of great visionary of the game, but why are you wasting money on playing games in Port Moresby when the fucking stadium's going to be heavily guarded? It's going to be like Karachi in Pakistan, where the Australian cricket team played a test over there. That's how bad it's going to be, Lucas. Like, I think it's going to be a flop.
47. AK for days over there, and the new Perth team coming in. So he didn't. So not only that he left West Tigers, he could have stayed in Australia, but he went to Port Moresby for the Papua New Guinea. Unreal, and he said he was going to be out there for life. He loves the club, so a little bit of cash thrown at him, and he
good luck, Jerome. Good luck, Jerome. Good luck, Jerome. We don't mean it sarcastically. We seriously mean it as well from the bottom of our hearts. So. All right, moving on to the World Game. On our home shores in this one, we had a pre-season tournament, the Sydney Super Cup. We had some Premier League teams come in Sydney. So we had Chelsea and Tottenham play against the A-League sides. So firstly, Chelsea 6-4 over the Western Sydney Wanderers. 10-goal game. What a game to go to if you were a neutral in this one. Bo, how's your heart in that one, mate? If you watched this game, they offered him big money to go there. Yeah, Tottenham 1-0 against Sydney FC. That went to penalties, which the Spurs won 4-2, and Tottenham 2-1 over Chelsea in that game. And continue. Oh, go on.
I had no idea about this. This was poorly advertised. This is news to me.
This is news to you. I thought you knew this.
No. I didn't know. I knew that they were playing. They were playing in Australia, but I didn't know who they were playing. I knew like the results and that. But when I saw Chelsea and Western Sydney Wanderers, I thought, since when are Chelsea in Australia? There was no coverage. It's on, what was it, Paramount? So behind a paywall.
It was on Paramount Plus. I mean, these games
used to be on free to air.
Yeah. It was on Channel 10 previously. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be on channel like the Liverpool game when Gerrard, and then you never walk alone. That was a free to air game. Remember all those years ago?
Yeah, that was on Channel 7. Yeah.
It was. So absolutely
that was Channel 7, the Liverpool Adelaide United game, which I went to at the Adelaide Oval. That was on Channel 9.
Yeah, and so was the funny we should say this, but the Malaga and Adelaide United game 15 years ago, that was also free to air game in Adelaide as well. I think that was on Channel 9 as well. I went to that game live myself. So just no coverage behind the paywall. So you're not exposing the casuals.
It's disappointing, isn't it? Because we had the SBS with the World Cup. We had SBS with the World Cup. They did a phenomenal coverage as well. I thought, this is going to be the go-to from here. This is where we're going to see a lot of the World Game more on free-to-air. And, yeah, it is disappointing. Look, I have a Paramount Plus subscription. I'm a bit of a hypocrite myself, but I commit to it because I watch soccer. I watch soccer regularly, the World Game, football. I call it football as well. Sorry, people. But for the casual viewer who don't want to pay, but go behind a paywall, unfortunately, you just couldn't access this one unless you have a subscription.
And as I said, it's not until you showed me the results. So I knew they were in Australia, but I had no idea who was playing and who won.
There was nothing on social media either, to be fair.
And because it's not even on Fox, it doesn't even get shown on KO. So not good enough. So I don't know. Did people go to this game? Were there actually many people at the ground, Kiri? These games?
No, there was a fair turnout. Okay. I mean, a lot of people. You got strong fan base, especially Tottenham. Strong. Obviously, the Australian connection with Ange Postecoglou a couple of years ago as well. Strong. It was a pretty good turnout. MD Melbourne says the English Premier League starts in a few weeks, doesn't it? Yeah, it starts in a couple of weeks. So, we'll be definitely talking about some Premier League results as well. It's kind of crazy. It's just been a month, not even since we had the World Cup, and before we know it, we have the Premier League, La Liga, all the big leagues in Europe coming. And the A-League as well, which we'll talk about in a sec.
And the J League, the Japanese league, the
J League, yes,
its original format that you liked,
yes, as it should be. And I'm planning to go to a J League game when I'm in Japan as well. So,
fuck you.
I have to, I have to see the fixture. We're staying in Yokohama for a few nights when we're in our hotels in Yokohama while we're in Tokyo. So I'm going to see a Yokohama Marinos game. My J League team. So
Well,
I don't know any player on the team, but that'd be my Japanese team because of Edge Postecoglou. He won a flag there.
Well, we're going to go into a bit of A-League in a minute, but my team, Gamba, hopefully they play in the Champions League. They win their playoff tie and they get drawn with Adelaide United. That'd be good, and we get to see them in Adelaide. But speaking of that, Kiri, Ultimate Greatness says, hello, fellas. Hello, Ultimate Greatness.
Hello, Ultimate Greatness. How are you, mate?
Speaking of a shit house, you've got your A-League here. What the fuck happened in this game?
So this was the Australia Cup. For those who don't know, this is like the FA Cup knockout tournament here in Australia. That was my resentments at full time. Thankfully, I did not watch this game, Lucas, because this was on the same night as the Geelong Collingwood game on Thursday. But yeah, we always do this. We always fucking do this. We lose to a fucking second or third tier club in the knockout stages. This time to South Melbourne, a well-run club. You know, a Greek club as well. They put a lot of money into it. They won the Australian Championship, which is the second tier of the A-League. I knew this was going to be a difficult task for us, and we came in with obviously, I think Craig Goodwin played in this game, but it was a team full of NPL players as well. But yeah, very, very disappointing. Adelaide United, and kudos to South Melbourne. They were much more efficient. They outpossessed us. They had a lot more chaos in the box as well. But it's going to be another ordinary season for the Reds for what's going to look like, unless we actually spend some fucking money and bring in some players. Like
these owners don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the club.
Look, it's cool. We have the partnership with PSV and all of that, but actually spend some fucking money into it as well. Like, we upgraded our goalkeeper, Josh Smits. He's been fantastic. Our centre back in Bart Vriens. But everyone else, we need a fucking striker. Luka Jovanovic, he's off to the MLS in the United States. We need a big number 9. We haven't had a big tall striker since Hiroshi Ibasuki, the Japanese guy. I think he's at the Western Sydney Wanderers now. I'll take him back at the heartbeat. We lost Yaya Takuli on the right wing as well. So we lose that pace on the right-hand side, and
and we how many we've replaced these players with? Absolutely zero. Donuts.
Yeah. He was supposed to be the Nestori Irakunda replacement, and now he's gone. So Johnny Yule, but that gives opportunity for Johnny Yule to play.
Yes. Yep. Go Johnny. Go. Yep.
Yeah. I like him on the week. He could also play as a number 10. Johnny
be good.
Ethan Alagich, he was our best and fairest this year. He's gonna have another good season as well. But gee whiz, but everything else, it just
do we still got Asimo?
Oh yeah, we still got that Brazilian Dosa as well. He's playing on, and the other Spanish guy, but he's been good. He's been good. Juan Muniz.
Muniz has been good.
Yeah, he's been good. So I'm happy to be proving my butt. And Selmo, man, what are you doing, man? You're only in because you're Brazilian. We got a Brazilian coach. If that's not a conflict of interest, I don't know what is, man.
Yeah. Spend some fucking money, man. Spend some money. Come on, Bruce.
And you think the men's is bad? Have a look at the women's program at the moment as well.
We've lost everybody. Forget it.
We lost 10 players, man.
We'd be lucky to win 5 games. We haven't even replaced them yet. We'd be lucky to win 5 games.
Nah. Well, my girl Erin Healy, she's actually gone and played in Europe now. She's playing for Parma in the women's Serie A or whatever it's called in the Italian league for the women. So look, great opportunity for her, but massive loss. We lost who else in the women's team? I forgot her name. The captain, Ella Tonkin. Yeah, stalwart of the club. She's gone. Best and fairest.
Didn't we lose our
yeah.
Irish girl as well?
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Erin Healy.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
American, but she's playing for Ireland nationally as well because her grandfather was from Ireland originally, and she had Irish heritage. So she's playing in Italy now. So great opportunity for her. But fuck me, that leaves a massive hole for the Lady Reds, and it's back to square one. It's back to square one. It's going to be it's going to be 8-1 drubbings again when I was there because I go to the women's games as well, but. Yeah, gee whiz. It's very disappointing. Like, this was a team that, that was playing finals football last season and the season before that as well. The next step was grand final, but no, we're far from that now. We're absolutely far from that. But, anyway. But speaking of Adelaide United, we do have the Asian Champions League qualification, the Asian Champions League Elite, which is the top tier of Asian football. Adelaide United's facing Con and Hanoi, Vietnamese team in this one. We win this one, we're through the top tier. If not, we're through Asian Champions League 2. I don't know why it's a playoff. It's fucking bullshit. We finished top 2. It's fucking Auckland doesn't get qualified because they're not part of the because they're a New Zealand team, and they're not part of the Asian Premier League as well, and that's just as embarrassing too. A fucking New Zealand team winning the Australian comp, and so we're the top team in Australia, and we can't even qualify outright for the top league in Asian Champions League. I tell you what, I'm going to this game next week as well. This is next Tuesday night at Cooper Stadium. Yes. We fucking lose this one. All hell's gonna break. All hell's gonna break loose. Where's Brian?
Yeah,
that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me full time. We fucking lose to a Vietnamese side, mate. Do you know how embarrassing that would be? Seriously, that would be absolutely embarrassing. I expect Adelaide United. I'll tell you. You can clip this. I expect Adelaide United to win 5-0 in this one.
Yeah, I do too. Sure. If we can't win this game. Against a Vietnamese team.
Forget about it. Just forfeit the season, mate. I don't care. Fucking get relegated to the championship. That'll be fucking. All hell's gonna break loose, mate. I'm telling you. And this will be interesting. How many people will come to the game as well? Like, it is on a Tuesday night. Kickoff is at 8 p.m., not 7 p.m. I don't know why they like to do these later kickoff times. It's not good with young families or kids or anything like that. But yeah, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. You've enjoyed the World Cup. You enjoy watching the Socceroos. Support the A-League. Support your local clubs, because I will be there. I expect you all to all be there as well. If you live in the Adelaide area or wherever you are, across
Adelaide
Australia
United.
as well.
Here's another Lucas Ghost bang. Hey, Adelaide United, $25 for a ticket. Fuck you. $25 a ticket. It's
not that bad.
Mate, I went to Gambasaka in the final, mate, and it was like $20. You're not even fucking in it yet, and you're charging $25. That's how stupid your club's gone.
Inflation, mate. Inflation. Fucking blame fucking Jim
if this was a group stage, I can understand that. But this is a fucking playoff. You're not even fucking
Asian
in
tax. Asian tax, bro. Asian tax.
You're charging premium prices for a fucking playoff. We're not even in it. Come on, Adelaide. Nah, fuck off. Go away, man.
Asian tax, bro. Asian tax. And fucking Jim Chalmers inflation, mate. That's what it is. That's what it is. But I will be there. I might do a bit of a vlog. When I'm over there as well. And also the Geelong and Essendon game when I'm over there too. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's move into the world of basketball. I don't know if you talked about this last week, Lucas, but LeBron James, he signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. So he did. He signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. We won't talk about it.
Not the Curry bit. News to me. Yeah, that's news to me. But the
it hasn't been. He's been linked. He's been linked to the Boston Celtics apparently as well. Okay. So it hasn't been done. But watch this space.
No, Sean, I don't have. You sent me the quote. Can you resend me that, Sean? Can you retweet that to me, please, again, and I'll put it on the show.
Yeah,
So
we'll
that's
put it on there, mate.
Or Sean, if you got time, we can have you on for 10 minutes and you can just talk about it. Either way,
We
Sean, come on for 10 minutes.
We know you're the NBA guru, but all right. So you talked about LeBron James, righto.
We've got another hour to play with because there's no MotoGP this week. There's no F1. They're on their break. So we don't really want to end the show at 9 o'clock. So if you want to come on for 5-10 minutes and talk about this, you can. But well, you weren't here when I talked about the 76ers, Kiri. So you can talk about them. What are their chances? Gee, they're right there now.
Well, yeah. Look, I think if the whole team stays healthy, like especially Joel Embiid, I can't say why they can't make the Eastern Conference Finals in this one, the Philadelphia 76ers. Like, they've got such a stacked lineup on paper, mate. They should be in the final. And you bring LeBron James in as well. Yeah, gee, who would have thought 8 years ago, they bring in Ben Simmons. They think he completed the process. That wasn't the case, and all of a sudden, the process was LeBron James. After all, that's what they're all saying. Trust the process. Even LeBron James said it himself. He kept saying the process too. Ultimate greatness is Miami is targeting Klay Thompson. Yeah. Bit of a plan for a player. Klay Thompson to South Beach.
There you go.
Interesting.
Wow.
But Sean, if you want to hop on, mate, you can talk along as well.
We can give you 10 minutes and the floor will be yours. Because if not, we're going to go into our quiz show and we're way behind. We're way in front of schedule. At this rate, we'll finish at 9 o'clock. So if you want to come on, you can. Any other?
I actually need to put the scores on. I forgot to do that before we went recording.
So we've covered all our sports. No motorsport this week. So can't even talk about that. They're on the winter break. We'll give Sean a couple. He's on now. So we'll bring him on, Kiri. All right.
Sean, speak to us.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, how you doing?
So I sent you Lucas the link of it today because popped up on my Facebook feed. So I thought it was very interesting, given that how we act with AFL, like the AFL ecosystem. Basically, Bam was interviewed. I don't know when it was. It would have been somewhat recent, within a 24-hour period. And obviously, as we know through the NBA is going to start in about 2 months. So there's a whole bunch of press. And actually, I'll just so I don't misquote him, because it is in an AFL context and AFL conversations, it's bad what he said. But in NBA, the fact that they just brush it off like it's nothing is actually just the greatest thing of all time. And it just shows you just the different cultures. Let me come on. Where is it? No, not that.
Yeah, don't panic, don't rush on. It's all good. You've got plenty of time, mate. So
so basically Bam was so someone brought up Tavion Mitchell, who's at the moment he's the starting point guard for the Heat, and someone asked him someone asked like how he was going in preseason and stuff. And Bam literally said, and the quote is here, he's going great. He is not fat. So basically, pretty much just, basically said that he's going great guns and that he's not fat anymore. So basically just said pretty much that he's had a huge preseason, gotten himself super fit. Because I think with, there's like plenty of point guards in the NBA. They're obviously, we know they're like fit, like they're playing NBA, they're playing the sport. We know they're not like fat in the traditional sense, but for an athlete, they have a bit more fat on their bodies compared to the normal athlete. And I was saying to Lucas, like, wouldn't it just be hilarious if like a Nick Dacos said this about like a Jordan DeGoey, and just how just the uproar and just like how much of a media circus that would be. So I just found that extremely funny and hilarious. That
you brought up a good point though. To me early on X, you said that the NBA players, their weights listed and all that, but in the AFL, we don't even have the weights listed because they're too sensitive. It's an absolute disgrace. It's a joke that we don't have this information. But you got some breaking news, Kiri.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break. I know I'm sorry to break you in, but this is from Mitch Cleary. Nigel Lappin, the Geelong assistant head coach, long-time stalwart to Chris Scott, he is going to Tasmania as the head of development.
Wow.
So Tasmania have poached the services of Nigel Lappin. That has just come through from Mitch Cleary.
Which is bad news for Geelong because we're stuck with Nathan Buckley.
This is huge. This is a massive, massive loss. This was Chris Scott's right-hand man for this one. I thought if he'd be a great successor for Chris Scott as well. Like Stephen King, but gee whiz, this is huge. This is absolutely, and you know what does the future hold for Chris Scott? What does the future hold for Chris Scott as well? And his contract until the end of 2029. Wow, this is going to be huge in the AFL world.
Wasn't he signed recently as well? Wasn't he signed? Yeah, there you go.
He was. What Tasmania want, Tasmania get. So,
Yeah. I do kind of get the vibes with Tassie though that the AFL really want them to they really want them to be a powerhouse ASAP.
Yeah. Do you mind that, Sean? Does that bother you? Or personally, I couldn't really care. It doesn't really bother me.
In terms of making them a powerhouse, it does bother me to a certain extent because I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, as much as it's good on paper, they still have to execute and. There's so many things that go into because you don't really become a powerhouse until you're either making prelims constantly or winning flags and stuff. The fact that they're making all these moves on paper is great, but until they step on the field or really until they're actually in the building itself and actually making Tassie better, it's sort of hard to know. But yeah, no, because I think with Gold Coast and even the Giants, I felt like they were the both ends of the extremes. Where Gold Coast they went and got Ablett, and then they just got a bunch of kids. Where Giants did the complete opposite, where they didn't get anyone of note. They just went and got a few role players, but then they got a few kids that are a bit talented. So they were just baseline across the board, but there was no superstar and there was no dud. Where Gold Coast had Gary Ablett and then the rest. I'm not saying all of them were duds, but when it was it was Gold Coast high low, and then Giants were basically just in the middle right the way through. But this to me, it just feels like they're going to be a lot more. Even Brendan Gale. I do rate Hinkley as a coach. I know that there are a lot of people that do harp on the fact that he was very overrated. I've never really seen that. And now that they've got Nigel Lappin, I don't know too much outside of his playing career. But if you guys are disappointed, obviously that's obviously a telltale sign. I don't know. There's just something about this Tassie side. I just feel like this Tassie side is going to win 3 in a row, 4 in a row, kind of like what Brisbane did in the early 2000s. And it's just going to happen overnight. And it's for the clubs that are contending each year, and they're trying to build up for a dynasty themselves.
I agree, 100%.
It's one of those things. As much as I don't know, I just sort of feel like it's just getting in the way of others' hard work, and I just don't think it's right when someone's just come into the comp. If that makes any sense. Yeah, no, I agree. Because I guess you got the Gold Coast where they made finals last year, and that's for of the But Yeah, but even when you look at the Giants, like Giants, what made a grand final, and what was it in 2019? Yeah. So it took them 9 years to get into a grand final, or something to that effect. So that seems a bit more plausible, at least in terms of getting there as soon as possible. But I don't know. I just have a feeling this Tassie side, they're gonna I feel like it's going to be too successful, and I wonder if that's going to create issues within itself. Because then you're going to have clubs like complain and be like, "Oh, you give them all this superstar talent. If you get the right recruiters and stuff, and they're going to have picks 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, 12, 13. If you have a recruiter that's worth his money, that's but I don't know. It just to me just screams that this is going to be like it's going to be like a Brisbane team of like 0-1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And it'll be within like 5 years. It'll be within.
I've said that too.
You said that.
I said, Taz. I'll be surprised if Tasmania don't win a premiership or at least make a grand final within their first 5 years of the comp. This is a footy breathing state. This is a footy loving state. This is not like Gold Coast or the GWS Giants where, rugby league sort of territory. They love their AFL footy, Tasmania, and, they're going to get a fuckload of concessions in the next 4 or 5 years or however that's going to be. And, you bring in a marquee signing, whether that be a Nick Dacos, whether that be a Zach Butters. I had a theory that Zach Butters stays at Port for a year, then he goes to Tasmania. But gee whiz. But this is a huge get for Tasmania. Like I said just then, Nigel Lappin has been Chris Scott's right-hand man since Scotty came to the club in Geelong for about 17 years. Chris Scott, it's huge loss. He's great for our play development, especially for our youngsters and in the VFL program as well. They're going to be very, very hard to replace. But, this is what they look at. Other clubs, they like to look at Geelong. Who can we poach from Geelong? It happened with when Damien Hardwick became the coach of the Gold Coast Suns. They took Shawnee Grigg as one of the assistant coaches. Well, Sean Grigg was one of the huge reasons why we won that flag in 2022. Because they look at other clubs. Let's look at Geelong. Chris Scott, he's not available. Who are we going to look at? Let's go get Nigel Lappin. Melbourne last year. Let's go get Stephen King. So
could lose Tim. We could lose Kelly as well. Kelly could go to Essendon.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Unlikely, but
unlikely, and looks like Carlton's going to get Josh Fraser. Well, if Adam Uze's not safe, he could go to Richmond. So that's the other club we got to worry about.
Exactly.
But in terms of just the whole thing, it does make me sort of very worried that because again, I don't trust the AFL to do anything in a competent way at all, and I feel like they're either gonna make Tassie, or they're gonna send Tassie out to fail, or they're gonna send them out to succeed so much to the point where it's just going to be Tassie for the next 5 grand finals. And if we're in year 10 of the Tassie process and they've won 5-6 premierships, it's I feel like it's going to be either, right? Where it's just going to be so good on paper to where it's just going to crumble, or it is so good on paper where it's just there's just going to be so much success. And again, until we see it all in practice, we're not going to know. But the thing, even before this, signing of Lappin, I felt like, well, once I got Brendan Gale, that was when I'm like, oh, okay, and that was sort of my sort of turning of oh, okay, and I wonder if they look at the Giants and the Gold Coast and hey, especially Gold Coast, because I think Gold Coast, they wanted that market pretty badly and they wanted them to be pretty successful, and because they took a lot longer than they probably thought, I'm wondering if they're going to go too hard in the direction of let's give them too much success. But again, when you look at clubs that we're kind of seeing that now with Richmond, it's as much as we see Richmond having an awesome rebuild, but it's Richmond haven't had the, you take the, and I know Richmond supporters are going to be upset with this, but you take the Dustin Martin era out of Richmond, that sort of whole era, they haven't had success. So, with teams like that, is it fair? So hypothetically, if that Richmond era under Dusty, if that's then theoretically put into when Tassie comes into the comp, is it fair to take all the obviously Richmond has had their flags and stuff, but if you move that era to say in 5 years' time and that the previous era didn't happen, would that be fair on say someone like a Richmond when they would have earned the potential of like winning all those flags when the club just came in and there's only as I said, I think it's right where I feel like it wouldn't shock me if they win a flag within 5 years and then they go on to win multiple flags because like the amount of draft concessions they get, because even back in I remember someone telling me a couple of years ago when Carlton had I think was it the 2018 draft when they had like Walsh and all that, like they actually didn't have any facilities to actually do their drafting. Trying to think of the word for it, but in terms of all their resources, they have to actually pick up good kids. They actually didn't have anything. Like all their resources was like terrible, and that was like back in 2018. And mind you, maybe that was a Carlton thing, and the rest of the clubs were up to scratch. But with everything that we know now, I mean, hey, you can literally go watch, the Oakley Chargers or the Dandenong Stingrays. You can go watch them on the AFL app now. Like everything is so, you can access literally anything you want at this point, let alone, if it's like your job to be on top of everything, you can be on the phone to certain clubs, whether that be AFL clubs, whether it be like local clubs or clubs in like the TAC and whatever. I just literally look at this as this is going to blow out of proportion to the point where they're going to have like a three-peat like a Brisbane.
It's a definitely wait and see with this one. But they're signing all the right they're signing all the right coaches off field. So that's on field because they'll be coaching. So that's a good sign at least. Now, Sean, we got till 9 o'clock. Do you want to stay for the quiz or do you want to hop off? It's up to you.
I'll start off the quiz. And I mean, we had a 3-way tie. Probably the best, threesome I've ever had.
All right, so we'll get you on then.
Yeah, why not?
We've already got it in the Bennett Kiri, so play the music and let's start the quiz, Kiri.
All right. All right. Hold on. I'm just getting it now. Alrighty, here we go. Monday Fun Day quiz, the final segment of the Monday Fun Day show. Ladies and gentlemen, stop that, Lucas.
Yeah, sorry. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, sweet. All right. Alrighty, let's get into it. We didn't have a Monday Fun Day quiz the last couple of weeks, so now we do. Alrighty. So, did we spell your name right? Did you spell Sean's name right?
Yeah, is that it, Sean? Is that how it's spelled, mate?
I wasn't going to say anything, but no, it's S-E-A-N.
S-E-A-N.
Bloody hell, Lucas. Bloody hell.
It is actually the one way where it's not sort of pronounced that way, but yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Geelong has Sean Manor, S-H-A... I can't fucking spell at the moment,
Hang on.
Maybe a capital S might be nice as well, Lucas, but we'll get into it anyway. Alrighty. Oh, well, Sean, a soccer question for you. We know you're an
Oh,
expert.
love them. Absolutely love them.
All righty.
Right at home
Okay.
here. Right at home.
All right. Chelsea are keen to sign Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson. Which club did they play for together 16 years ago? Is it A, Preston North End, B, Watford, C, Sunderland, or D, Brentford? I know this one, fellas, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah,
I was just about to say whatever answer you got, I've got.
Oh, shit.
I
I'm going to give
think it
Sean a
might.
free point here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with C, Sunderland. That's coming out. Like, there's two that's coming out to me, Watford and Sunderland, but I reckon I'm going to go with Sunderland.
Yeah, you boys are all right here. It was Sunderland. That was Jordan Henderson's club before he went to Liverpool. In this one, his hometown as well, Sunderland. So he's a Geordie. So we all get a point in this one. He's actually signed with Chelsea, Jordan Henderson as well. He's going to play under Xavi Alonso. So, gee, I don't know how to feel about that, truth be told. Bo, if you watch the replay, what are your thoughts on Jordan Henderson? Is he a good addition to your midfield? Or I don't think so. He's on the mobility scooter at the moment. Look, he's a legend. Look, you know, he delivered our first Premier League in 30 odd years. So, you know, but gee whiz. All right, Eddie Howe has left Newcastle United. How many of the 20 clubs in the Premier League have English managers? Is it 1?
That's news
is
to
it
me.
3? Is it 5? Or is it 7? You didn't know?
I had no idea. When did that happen?
Last week.
You're kidding? Okay, gee.
Yeah.
That's a very strange time to sack a coach before the season. Okay. It wouldn't be many.
There wouldn't be many. Nah.
I'm gonna go with B3.
The fact that you didn't say many, I quickly went to 3, but you guys know I know fuck all in this area.
I think I'm gonna. Oh, jeez, yeah. I'm gonna
Surely
go.
It can't be 1 though. It can't be one.
It has to. I reckon it's 3 as well. Chris says, Sean, did you on Footy Classified Collingwood are going after Jake Stringer of the trade period?
Oh, my favourite player. Oh God, can't wait. Yeah, the positivity is like overflowing. Hold me down, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, far out. I think he'll be all over that in the late night stream, which is happening in an hour and a half. Exactly.
I can't wait for all the content creators to cover that, all the positive spins that they're going to have because they love Jake Stringer all of a sudden.
I think we've all gone 3 here.
What's the answer? It is 3. Michael Carrick. Yeah, I knew Michael Carrick at Man United. Frank Lampard at Coventry and Gary O'Neill at Ipswich Town. So it looks like they just
Oh yeah.
Wait, Coventry's promoted?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was like, what? When Lampard came up, I thought, who's he bloody managing? Yeah, Coventry. I didn't even know that.
Fuck, I forgot Coventry got promoted. Shit. Wow.
At the end of the day, at least you guys know more than me.
Yeah.
But Michael Carrick at Man United, yeah. York City also changed managers this week. Why was their decision to sack Stuart Maynard a surprise? Is it A, his brother is the club's owner? Is it B, he signed a new 3-year contract last week? C, the owner was best man at his wedding earlier this summer? Or D, he led the club to a league title 3 months ago? I think I'm out of depth here, so yeah.
Did they win a league title?
That's what I was saying.
Because that would be a surprise if they won a league title, but I don't even know the history.
I think we could take D out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Matt. I'm gonna. His brother's a club owner. Oh.
I'm gonna go C.
Yeah, I think A. Maybe his brother was a club owner.
I'm going to say A as well. It's conflict of interest. At least
we've got different answers. Yeah.
It was D.
D.
Oh, it was D. Oh, fuck me.
Oh,
Who the fuck's York City? The National League. So the fourth or fifth tier in English football. Gee
kidding.
whiz.
5th tier English football. Fucking hell.
Fuck, man. So where Wrexham used to play at the beginning of that documentary with Ron Reynolds.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, man.
So then I
fucking
guess
bad.
they did win a league title then.
Yeah, far
Yeah.
out. Gee whiz.
I mean, that was pretty crucial information for me to know.
Basically, in AFL terms, Sean, it's Div 12 Rezzies. They won that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Mark Cucurella has commemorated Spain winning the World Cup by getting a new tattoo. What is it? An image of the flags of the US, Mexico, Canada, and Spain. A picture of the Argentina players crying. Hard to believe that. A picture of Spain's coach, Luis de la Fuente, or a picture of him and his dog are holding the World Cup aloft.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be D. I'm thinking C
has
or
to
D
be.
here.
It has to be
Yeah.
D. You know, you win a World Cup. You know, what do you do? You put
Especially with the tattoo, it's got to be personal, right? Like just having
Absolutely.
random flags in your leg.
Yeah.
or wherever you
So
tattoo.
we're all going D.
Yeah,
I reckon we're all going with D. I'll lose it.
A
if
part
it's
of me
fucking
reckons
D.
it's wrong though. I don't know why.
A part of me reckons it's wrong, but you know, you're short because you know we see AFL players when they win a premiership, they get like a premiership tattoo, the premiership cup tattooed on their ankle or whatsoever.
Unless if he's just like really weird and he's got
Yeah.
pictures of other people crying.
It's either A or D, but I'm sticking with D.
All right, I'm sticking with D. A picture of Spain's coach. Wow.
Oh wow, his coach.
Interesting. Cucurella said
Did
that
not
he'll get a tattoo
figure
of De La Fuente if Spain won the tournament and he was as good as his word. Wow.
Oh,
Must have meant a
wow,
lot to
okay.
him. This must have meant a lot to him, the Spanish coach, Cucurella. Interesting.
Oh.
I guess so. If it's like a Daisy and Malthouse type situation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like, you know, Joel Sild, Chris Scott. Yeah. The fixtures for the new Women's Super League season were released this week. There are 14 teams in the league. Which 3 clubs have been promoted? Was it Leyton Orient, Fulham and Leicester City, Burnham City, Charlton and Crystal Palace, Burnley, Durham and Leicester City, or Queen's Park, Rangers, Sunderland and Wolves? Oh, I don't watch much Super League, truth be told. So, yeah, I'm going to have to take a punt at one of them.
I'm going to go with B.
I was going to go B too.
Oh,
That was the first letter that gets stuck out.
I've got no idea.
Yeah. It has. I reckon Crystal Palace. But sounds like they got a strong women's team. I'm going to go with B as well. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. We all
It
get
was
it right.
B.
Gee.
Yeah, we all got it right. We finally get something. So we're all 3 apiece. All 3 apiece in this one. Looks like it's going to be a 3-way draw again, as it always is. Oh, gee whiz. All right.
I remember I started so poorly, and then I came home with a massive wet sail.
Then you came back. Shawnee. Oh, this one's easy. Which country is on top of the Commonwealth Games medal table? We just talked about this an hour ago, didn't we?
We just talked about this an hour ago, so it's going to be Australia, whatever that is. C. So why don't we just skip this? Why don't we just skip this one, Kiri? Just don't even bother with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone stays on 3 points. No, just keep it at 3. Yeah.
Keep it at 3.
Because we talked about it for an hour. Yeah. Next question.
It's not the first time we did that a few times, especially the World Cup. We talked about Kylian Mbappe winning the Golden Boot, and that was a similar question.
It came up, yeah.
The boxer Torona Tafaki has secured Tula's first ever medal at the Commonwealth Games. Why is that remarkable? Is it A, she won the Cook Islands' first medal 4 years ago before changing nationality? Was it B, she was guaranteed to win the medal before she fought? Was it C, she is 54 years old? Or D, she is also the country's deputy prime minister?
I'm thinking A or B. Like she could have had a walkover in the final.
Yeah.
Do we know if she is 54?
I
Is
don't
she
know.
like an older
Don't know.
fighter?
I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, I just thought it wouldn't. If she was 54 of the Prime Minister, there'd be more headlines. Like even like it's
Yeah.
Commonwealth Games, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking B for this, but it could be A.
I wouldn't
I'm
say
gonna-
A.
I'm gonna-
because
I'm gonna go
I'm
A.
gonna go with B.
Well, A would be more dramatic because like it wouldn't be remarkable. It'd be more controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at more
Okay.
remarkable in terms of the actual the word remarkable.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So-
lads, I'm gonna go with A.
Yeah. So two, Sean and Kiri's going A. I'm going with B.
I'll go some.
It was B. Yeah, she was guaranteed. There you go. She got a walkover. There you go. Bang. See? It's more likely.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Question 8.
Oh, fucking hell. Question 8. Oh, well, this is sort of Geelong. This is O'Shea Mullins Club in Ireland. Mayo have won the All-Ireland Football Championship for the first time in 75 years. According to local folklore, Mayo were cursed for decades because of something their victorious players did after winning the title in 1951. What supposedly happened on that fateful day? The Mayo players laughed in their faces at their opponents at the final whistle, prompting much anger from religious figures such as the Pope Pius, who said they'll be condemned to reap only thorns and thistles. I'm not going to read the rest of the answers. So is it A, B, C, or D? O'Shea Mullen, if you're watching this video, what is it? What is it, mate? This is your club. This is your club.
I like C. I like C.
Yeah, C.
C.
Got to be C.
Yeah.
Has to be
That
C.
would-
Without,
Has to be C. We're all going to
Yeah.
lock in with C.
All
Yeah.
right, let's do it.
Yeah, I reckon we'll do it. What is it?
it's a funeral.
It was C.
Yeah,
it
of
was
course
C.
it was.
There you
Yeah,
go.
of course it was.
Yeah.
Had to be
Yeah.
fucking C. Of course it was. Bang.
Yeah.
Nah, just
Wow.
keep the score as the same. Well,
Yeah,
Don't
because
update it
especially
again.
like,
Yeah.
especially if you look at B, I feel like that'd actually be celebrated if they did B.
Nah,
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
we'll get points. We'll get points for this one. No,
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
with B, it's basically saying that they basically went out drinking. I feel like over there, they're probably it's probably within their culture to like celebrate that behavior.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
C,
yeah,
seems
100%.
to be only logical.
It-
Well, actually,
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a punishment, or people
Next.
wouldn't look down upon them.
next question,
Yeah.
Kiri.
Next question. Where did Scandinavia triumph this week? Was it A, Glasgow, B, Paris, C, Goodwood, or D, Oslo?
What's the context of this?
Well, it certainly wasn't in the Commonwealth Games because Scandinavia's not part of the Commonwealth.
Not
or
even.
the region.
Maybe a winter sport. So maybe Oslo is in Finland, isn't it? Oslo.
Norway.
Norway. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hang on. Goodwood is a racetrack. So could Scandinavia be a horse?
And it's a suburb in Adelaide.
It is. No, I'm going to go with C. I think Scandinavia
You're gonna
might
go
be a
C?
horse. I'm going to go with C.
I'm gonna go D. What about you, Sean?
Paris seems too obvious. I'm just gonna be different. I'm gonna go A.
Alrighty, he's gonna go Glasgow. It was Goodwood. Lucas got Goodwood.
It's a
Wow.
horse. Was it a horse?
It was a horse. Wow.
There you
Who
go.
would've thought?
In Adelaide, right where we are in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Bang.
Nice suburb as
All
well,
right.
Goodwood.
Next question.
The Women's Open, the fifth and final major of the year, is taking place this weekend, or it happened last weekend. Which players have already 2 majors each so far this year? Minji Lee and Yuka Sasko, Grace Kim and Lydia Ko, Nelly Corder and Rihei Ran, or Charlie Hu and May Segal?
Yeah, I don't know too much about women's golf, but I know who Lydia Ko is. She's from New Zealand and she's won a couple of majors already.
Yeah, I was going to say Grace Kim rings the bell for me, and I know nothing about golf.
Yeah, I'm going to go B. Like Min Jing Lee is Australian, is an Australian golfer. She's won majors. But I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, I'll go B as well.
I'm going to go with A. I do not know. It was C. The last British player to win a major was Georgia Hall, who won the Open in 2018. This one's for you, Lucas. The Japanese footballer Kazuyoshi Miura, if I pronounce this right, scored a go at the Fukushima United in their win against Iwaki Furukawa in the Emperor's Cup. Why is that remarkable? The Emperor's Cup. Yeah. I think I know what this is as well. I think I know what this is potentially too. Yeah.
Yeah, there was news about this last week. There was a 59-year-old that scored, but whether that was in the Emperor's Cup, I don't know. It could have been in a J League 2 game. Did he do it? Did he do it did he actually do it in a cup game or did he in a league game? Now that's the thing. He broke his arm 5 minutes after scoring. That's possible. Not like Jordan Henderson broke his arm climbing a sign.
He did.
He's a team's manager and subbed himself on the pitch, and he was annoyed at his striker missing. No, I don't think it's C. C because of their culture. I don't think it's C.
I'm going to go with A because I reckon
it's either A or C, but I'm going to go with A. Sorry, A or D. I'm going to go with A.
I'm going with A as well. We're all going with A. Lock it in, Eddie.
Yeah.
Boom. The former Japan international is beginning his 42nd season as a professional footballer. It's not too late, boys. It's not too late, isn't it? Lucas, you make your cricket comeback, mate.
No, it's not. No, get him to Adelaide United. He'd be better than that Brazilian dozer we have, that's for sure.
100%. Mate, another Japanese. I told you, Japanese striker. That's what we need. Get him to the Reds, mate. Get him to the Reds. Tadji Pogacar has won the Tour de France for the 5th time. Which cyclist has 6 titles? Lance Armstrong doesn't count because of doping, obviously. What is it?
I don't think anyone has won it 6 times. D. Because Lance Armstrong was the first one, and then they stripped him. Yeah. So nobody's won it.
So nobody?
Yeah, I'll go D. Because I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you those other 3.
Yeah, so no one has won it 6 times. So we've had a few cyclists that made it to 5, but no one's made it to 6. All righty. Cool.
That means I have won the quiz, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, you've mathematically won it now.
Yep.
Yeah, you've mathematically won it.
All right.
What can happen? I've won it, but you two can still tie. So what I'll do is I'll pull out of the last 2, yeah? Is it right? Have we got 2 left? Or 3? Oh, damn. Bloody Chris wanted Sean to win the quiz. Sorry, Chris.
His hopes and dreams have been crushed. Oh, no.
I've got 3 left. So if I win this one, I can't lose it. So I can actually still lose it if you get 3. So read this one, Kieran.
Oh, okay. All righty. Yeah. What was Pogacar's average speed over the 2016 mile route? Was it 40 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour, 27 miles per hour, or 33 miles per hour?
In what? Like cycling or something? Like
I don't know.
Because it's not car racing. Like
if you go back up, I think the question connects itself back. If you go back up, I think that's the last question. Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So that's cyclist.
So what's the cycling?
Yeah. What was his average speed? So it was the Tour de France. So there you go. I'm going to go with, I've got no idea. I'm going to go with, those bikes go pretty quick. I'm going to go with 27.
Yeah, I was going to say 27.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 33. I'm going to go rogue here, boys. It's probably going to be wrong, but we will see. Yeah. 27 miles per hour.
Bang.
Yeah.
So it's down to
That's
me
actually
and
insane,
Sean.
though.
Yeah,
That's actually insane, to be fair.
I'm out of the race for this one, boys. Yeah, it looks like it's down to you two.
Yep.
Aziz Abdal, the grandson of former dictator Idi Amin, was picked to box for Uganda in the Commonwealth Games. How did that go? He won a gold medal and declared his ambition to run for the presidency. He failed to make the weight and was sent home before the opening ceremony. He was late for his first bout, was disqualified, and did not get to compete, or he was disqualified for headbutting an opponent. Jeez, you're putting the family and your country to shame if you did that.
Yeah, it could be disqualified for headbutting. It's very common. Olympic rules are more harsher than boxing rules.
Yeah,
I might go D here. I might go with D. But all of those are actually possible, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, three of them have a bad outcome, so I'm assuming something bad happened.
Yes.
Because normally there's always one dumb answer, so the dumb answer would be the positive outcome.
Well, I've gone with D, Sean, so it's probably best if you need to win this competition to go with something else.
Yeah, I'll go C.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go with C as well. What are you going for, Lucas?
D.
D? All right.
Yep.
It was D. He was disqualified for headbutting an opponent.
See, I've got 10 out of 14. I've got, Linny, 75%. This is my best quiz ever.
This is your best quiz. This is your best. You've won the quiz, but
man.
This is your best. Yeah. This is your best. Yeah, your Commonwealth Games and all of that, carrying it.
The only one that watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that I've gotten 7 and I haven't watched a single second of any of these sports, there you go.
Yeah.
All righty. So, all right, guys. Which of these European leagues kicks off this weekend? Is it the Liga, the Scottish Premiership, the Serie A, or the Bundesliga? Can't be the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Bundesliga. Yeah, they're playing warm-up games already, so.
Oh, you reckon?
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go D.
Oh.
I'll go D because I got no clue.
Fuck. Yeah. I'm going to go with Serie A because you had some club friendlies over there as well with the French League too.
League. Yeah,
could be the Scottish League.
But I'm going to go with Germany.
I'm going to go with Italy. The Scottish Premiership. Wow. That started already. Yeah. The season has already begun for Hearts. They were knocked out of the Champions League this week by the Austrian side, Sturm Graz. Wow.
All righty. Now, there's more quizzes. Usually this is a 15-question quiz. Oh, last one. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Franco Barassi, the great Milan and Italy defender, has died at the age of 66. The club retired his shirt when he retired. Which number did he wear? Was it number 4, number 5, number 6, or number 24?
I'm going to go with number 6. I'm going to go with C. It doesn't matter for me. C.
I'm going to go with 4. If he sounds like a centre back to me.
I'll say 5 then.
Yeah. I'm probably number 4 or 5. Yeah. Number 6. Lucas is on fire.
Bang.
Lucas is on fire.
11.
Normally number 6 is you normally get number 6 as a defensive midfielder or whatsoever, but or Milos Kerkez for Liverpool, he wears the number 6 and he's a left back. But so Lucas is the Monday FUNDAY quiz for this week. Outright as well.
Bang bang. No, thanks for coming on, Sean. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to let Kiri finish it up now because we're a little bit late with that quiz. So, Sean, thanks for coming on, mate, being part of the quiz, giving us some Miami news and the breaking news on Tasmania. Thank you for coming in, Sean.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on, Sean. Always welcome.
Always welcome, mate. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to go now. I'm going to let Kiri wrap it up, and he'll plug the late night stream show.
Right.
So thank you all, and Kiri, goodbye. Oh, what happened there? We've lost Kiri. No, there he is. He's back.
You lost me.
All right, I'm going to pop off. Kiri's going to wrap it up. Thank you all, and goodbye next time.
All right, guys, but that is it for the Monday FUNDAY show tonight. But if you're staying up, don't go anywhere. We have the late night stream with Lucas and friends as well, which will be happening in a couple of hours, if that's correct. I think it's 11:30, whatever it is, but it is coming up. So stick around for that. You don't have to talk about footy. It can be anything you like to discuss, but let's be real. It's probably going to be another Collingwood show, isn't it? But if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you want to check out some more content, we upload 3 to 4 videos a week. We talked about the late night stream. We've got the Scratch the Surface tipping show, which Lucas will do, and then the watch-along between Geelong and Essendon at GMHBA Stadium, and then the Sunday roast, which Lucas will be doing as well. I'll be in Melbourne still for this one, so Lucas will be filling in for the Sunday roast. But that's about it, guys. Take care, be kind to one another, and as always, go the Mighty Catters. Cheers, guys.